Hruna's group finally led us to the Valley of the Dwarves to stay the night at Battlehammer Keep. In our first meeting with the Dane, we're introduced to one of the craziest looking creatures I've ever seen, and her name's Ruby. Ugh, she gives me the heebie-jeebies something fierce. Then, to top it all off, Grin puts his foot in his mouth again by confusing the Dane's daughter with a concubine, and then says it out loud. I guess we'll have to see if we can make it out of this keep with our heads intact on today's short quest, Long Rest.
Hurry up, Lando. God.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
You pooping? Lando, you
Are
pooping?
you pooping, Lando?
No.
You winning,
Did
son?
you have a poop?
Also, no.
You're not winning and you're not pooping? Oh, Lando's
Well, you're
not
not
having a
winning
good
if
day.
you're not pooping. Everyone knows that.
It's true. It's very true. There's only one way
He's
to
all
win. and
blocked
it's to
up.
poop.
He's famous for that.
Yep, he's got one of them little balls in his belly now.
He's got a child's
Oh my
butt.
god, you guys
Yes.
are
Idiots?
You're gonna
I
kill
think
me.
idiots is the word you're looking for.
Yep.
idiots is not well. Okay, so
So
it is.
why
but...
are we gonna kill
I
you?
will
Because this
find
makes me
you.
think it's something you did.
Yes, this is her fault. Definitely.
I thought maybe it was not connected to us making our stupid comments that she was, or
No, I meant like you guys are gonna slay.
oh,
me.
gotcha. Okay, good. I thought it was like one of those things where you just realized you did something that was like awful to us, and this thing like you're gonna kill me. But turns out when I said you needed to go to Kelvin's Cairn, what I meant was Waterdeep. Like,
You came all this damn way. Sorry, it's not Icewind Dale. I've
Well,
been
that's
running the
that's
wrong
what we
damn
call a
direction.
nice
Like-
wind to fail.
Welcome to Jolt, bitch.
yep. Turns out you guys are actually in Tomb of Horrors, and this was all just a fake room of illusion.
So all this winter gear you guys bought is now useless. Thank you for that.
But suck it,
love it.
nerds. Deal with it.
I love it.
I'm the
But
DM.
you can suck it, nerds.
DM out.
Suck it, Trebek.
Too soon.
Suck it,
Stop
Trebek.
it.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's dead. No, what have I done?
Kiss your mother with this mouth.
The day is mine.
The day is mine. A leather glove. Things you can drink out of. A leather glove.
Turk Ferguson. It's a funny name.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's a funny name. Turk Ferguson.
I'll take Abe Tip for 1,000.
And Burt Reynolds found a giant foam hat. It's backstage.
Yeah, so
I
it's
found
funny.
it.
Funny hat.
It's funny. Funny hat.
Alright, that's enough Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yep. Yep, enough Celebrity Jeopardy. Moving on to patching up relations with the Dwarven delegate.
All right. Is anyone, as we come back, anyone doing anything overnight before they go to bed or when they first wake up?
Hoping that he doesn't die in his sleep.
I will post up fairly close to Felgrin,
Of course.
and I will not be watching Felgrin.
Yay!
Ooh.
And I will summon Overboy.
Who is still bound to you for a few more hours at least.
Oh, that's a long spell.
It's actually only,
Isn't
it's
it
only
8
10
hours?
minutes.
Oh, it's only 10
Oh,
minutes,
okay.
never mind. So no, not bound to you, but seemingly very comfortable in your presence. Boy comes trotting over, his claws, toenails clicking on the stone floors. Just kind of posts up beside you.
And then I'll pet him and just keep an eye out.
Boy.
Was there a chair in there?
They're literally just a bed and a chest, so you can use the chest as a stool, you can sit
I'll
on the
drag
bed.
the chest out to the hallway. I think Krellick will have a hard time sleeping, so he'll just kind of sit out there till he passes out.
When he drags the chest, is it comically loud? Yeah.
It's about as loud as Plan B.
It's like that scene in fucking Men in Black.
Yeah, Men in
where
Black.
he's pulling the table.
Yes, that's
close
exactly
to
what I was thinking.
You guys want to get in on this?
All right.
But,
Yeah,
All
Falcon
right.
would fall asleep eventually.
The night passes uneventfully for you. There is no banging on the door at the end of the hallway, no intrusion by a very angry Dane's daughter with a hatchet. Your rest goes peacefully, and after a few hours you find yourselves waking, still underground, still in a very stony, not cold, but certainly not warm, kind of a nice moderate temperature hold. Utterly on your own down here. No one has come for you to summon you to meal of any kind. No one has come to check on you. You are just kind of left to your own devices as you awaken.
That's probably best. We can get back in their good graces if we end up going to do the whole thing.
So what does your morning look like? What's everyone doing?
I think he would just eat a breakfast of one of his rations, and I guess wait for everyone else to kind of come around.
And you do find, as you awaken, you see outside your door, just the edge of him. Dreamer, you posted up outside Dreamer's door, didn't you? Or Felgren's door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Felgren, you can see the back and shoulder of the party's very large warforged sitting outside the door with a dog's head resting in his lap, the tongue just kind of lolling out.
I think you would just kind of tap him on the head a few times.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hello?
I will crane his head back to look up at Felgren.
Rise and shine.
Like spins all the way around.
Like an owl.
Tick, 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 tick.
Can we establish that that's a thing?
It's canon that Dreamer could just spin his head around on a...
It's your character, Ken Dreamer's head spinning a 180 or 360.
Let's see. Hold up.
It's just like a ball and socket with rotors on the inside to help it turn.
It makes a clicking noise. He's doing like...
Odd, it does, even and it doesn't.
Nice.
It doesn't.
Roll it.
Sad.
It doesn't.
All right.
Well, thank you, my valiant protector. But I think we're clear.
You are indeed clear.
We'll try to nudge boy's head off so that I could stand.
The dog gives that very sleepy sort of woof that dogs make when they just want to stay asleep. And as you kind of lift him out of your lap, he takes the hint, gets up, trots just a couple of feet down the hallway towards the door, and then flops over again.
So goddamn cute.
I know, he's a good dog. He's a good boy.
Still in that torn harness. What about the rest of you? What's everyone else doing as they wake up and prepare for the day?
Doing morning routine, doing push-ups and sit-ups with Miri. She tries to imitate me.
She does try to imitate you, and as you start your push-up routine, she actually climbs onto your back to provide a bit of additional weight for you to work against.
Nice.
Come on, Rian, you can do it.
Ah.
Up. Up.
Like, there you go. We call this resistance training.
Ugh.
I mean, guess the only thing you're resisting is the floor.
Hey, it's not a really good word for it, is it? But
Gravity.
by Sarah, perhaps.
I think
Ugh.
Krellick will finally shuffle in from the
How-
hall.
Now, did Krellick sleep at all at that
He
night?
eventually passed out.
In his chair.
Yeah.
By force of exhaustion.
Old man's kind of got a little bit of a sore back this morning. A crick in your neck from sleeping upright.
I think Rian would actually reference that, but like, Krennic, did you sleep out in the hallway last night?
Yeah, you know most of these beds are U-sized.
Maybe.
Yeah. I say my head and feet stuck off the sides.
Didn't feel much like sleeping.
You all right?
You'd be at home here.
I'm fine. It's nothing.
I think you would kind of narrow
Seems
his
a little
eyes.
Seems a little more crotchy than normal.
Doesn't seem like nothing.
Hey,
It's nothing. It's alright.
Alright, it's nothing.
well, if you need someone to talk to about it, bud, we're here for you.
Yes, Rian is here for you.
Hey, I'm here for you. He shakes his head. Always just the right thing to say there, Grin.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he won't even say anything. Like, after he's...
Yeah, he stopped paying attention anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
When everyone,
It's like, eh.
when everyone gets up, we should probably get moving.
Aye.
I agree.
We should probably get out of here as quick as possible before we have any surprise conversations.
How about Tavini? What are you prepping this morning?
She's just doing her usual morning prayers and then pulling on her armor and getting her stuff ready to go. Usual stuff.
Alright. And as you are finishing your prayers and starting to pull on your armor, a circle of pointy teeth starts emerging from the floor in a corner of the room, followed by bright red stony skin and a single yellow eye as the young Zorn kind of comes poking out of the ground. I eat Shardalin.
Yes, we know.
Hello.
Ruby, what do we owe the pleasure today?
You hunt, me follow.
Well, we're not going that way yet. We'll be back, Ruby, but we're going to, we'll see about taking care of that hall, on our way back. Okay? Don't follow us off the bat. Don't, please, don't follow us.
I not follow.
No, by Bahamut's breath, please do not follow us right now. Please? Do you understand me, Ruby?
Roll me a persuasion check.
We're gonna get Ruby killed.
Oh, it's your check.
That's a very good call. Nope! Bam! 18.
Nice.
That big yellow eye just kind of watches your face for a moment. And this thing is absolutely inhuman. There is no real way to discern an expression on its face. But very gradually, Ruby sinks out of sight in the floor.
Oh my god.
Just
She didn't
comes out
say
of
a
the floor.
word. She just left.
feed me.
Just
leaves.
slowly just... I actually feel bad now. I feel like I hurt her feelings.
Well, great. Now she's going to eat us.
No, she only eats Shardlin, haven't you heard?
Yes, I heard.
No, I mean, that's for later. We can possibly come back there and check that out. But in the meantime, we have to look into Garrett. Like this can wait. Undead stay. They don't, we're in no rush. Minerals don't die, but living, breathing men do.
Well, let's get on with it.
Alright.
I think we'll try to sneak out. Not sneak out, but just kind of hit the old dusty trail. Like no big hoopla as we're heading out. Like, bye everybody. Just
No
So-
Dane's daughter on the way out.
yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
As you exit out of the barracks that you had been situated in, and sort of picking your way through the keep, up through the myriad chambers of civilians, many of them still up. It is about as busy in this quote-unquote morning time of yours now as it was when you went to sleep. There's no real sense of a day-night cycle down here, as far as, people working goes. You don't see any of the dwarves that you had arrived here with, but as you approach those double doors at the entrance, you do spot a familiar blonde dwarven woman.
Nice.
Arms folded, armored, with a battle axe at her side, leaning against the wall leading out to the tunnel and the valley beyond. She sees the group approaching and sort of pushes herself off the wall with one of her shoulders.
Dreamer's gonna step in front of Felgren.
Oh, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, I think Rian's just gonna be like,
I ain't gonna kill
say,
him.
just here to see us
You
off,
aren't
right?
going to try.
Just grin, just...
She gives no response to that, but I'll be waiting here for you for a good 45 minutes or so. And, as my father said the night before, I'm willing to attend to you if you're going to take care of things at the keep.
Well, we have, more pressing business at the moment.
No offense, of course, but along the way here we met a man his dog, I should say, and apparently he's missing up in the cairn, so we're afraid the longer we wait, the more chance we're not bringing him back alive, so we're trying to get up there as quickly as possible. On the way back, however, we'd be more than glad to possibly look into this hall of yours, but unfortunately we do need to focus on this.
Understood. If it's a greater temptation for you as you leave, you come back and we take care of this job, the halls of the Black Ice. There's 250 golden gems for you, as well as my people here. She kind of motions in the direction of the metalwork that you'd heard going on the night before, and you could still hear it. We can make adjustments to your gear that'll give you a bit more, punch.
Always offering armor. Size.
She snorts. Yeah, we could do mithril armor just fine. But there's no other dwarven clan down here that can do magical weapons as cheaply as we can.
Hey, magical weapons, huh?
Aye. Can enchant your blades, at least.
Well,
It's 1,000 gold, but that's, material cost.
Wait, and we'll be seeing you in a few months then, because I don't think even combined we have 1,000 gold.
Speak for yourself.
I think Rian would just kind of turn and be like, you have 1,000 gold? How the hell do you have 1,000 gold?
He's lying.
Oh.
You don't know that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like actually running through the thing. I was like, I know
You
I'm
better
broke,
roll
but
insight, robot.
Does
Oh, shit.
Tavini
Okay.
know if he's lying?
Oh shit.
Yes! You don't know shit.
What was that, Tavini?
Does Tavini know if he's lying?
What did she roll?
Oh, nice.
11, 13?
Nah.
You want to roll deception on that, Felgren?
I mean, if
Okay. Well, let's see if this...
Dreamer generally doesn't
Woo!
believe.
Oh, shit! 22!
Honestly, Felgren,
My boy
Hard
can
to
lie.
read.
My boy can lie.
he seems perfectly honest when he says that, yeah, he's got 1,000 gold. I don't know about you guys, but...
That is awesome.
What are you looking at me? Dreamer, we've had this discussion.
We'll have it again.
Right. Well, you come back, you help with the haul, and maybe we can wheedle things down from 1,000 gold. Especially for someone who's already helped. After you left the other night, Haruna came back and was discussing what you did for them down south.
Well, that's mighty kind of her.
It's what, ultimately led me to decide not to kill you.
Try.
And she gives a bit of a wink.
Did they bring the body back? Or
Bring-
did they leave the...
Yes. We've actually discussed the dwarf that fell. There's a team that's gone to retrieve him. We'll take care of our own. And she nods very solemnly and seems grateful to you for bringing that up, Krellick.
Yeah, because, I mean, last we mentioned him, he would be back in Bryn Shander, because Krellick carried him all the way from
Yeah.
the thing. He put him on the cart with all the iron and brought it with him back to Bryn Shander.
And, what was your name again? And she kind of is looking to Krellick.
Krellick Steelforge. And then he gives her a nod.
Steelforge. Well, I'd certainly like to hear the story of Steelforge. If you're willing to share next time you're in.
Maybe next time.
Oh, don't let me keep ya. Sun's probably shining outside, and it's gonna hurt my eyes, so I'm gonna head back down.
I think he'd look at her and be like, You do know
It's
that
funny.
the sun doesn't shine out there anymore, right?
There's always overcast in the north.
No, that's not what we mean. I'm surprised that Runa and them haven't told you about this, but there's been...
It's dark all the time now.
Aye, there's something going on out there. It's perpetual night.
Both of you roll me an insight check.
Okie-dokie. Yeah, 16.
7.
Ooh, 7. Hey, at least it's only a +0 and not a -1.
Yeah, it's not intelligence.
You get the impression that she knows what's going up top, but does not seem particularly interested in it.
Oh, okay.
He understands.
Especially Krellick, you having seen how things are going underground, you can understand from having lived that life yourself. Certain dwarven clans will hardly ever see the surface. They spend the majority of their life underground. There are probably even children down here who have never seen the sky and are perfectly comfortable with their life as it is.
So, we should go and see about this, get it?
Alright, we should probably get on the road. We'll definitely reach back here. If we come back this way, our eventual goal is out on the Ragged Glacier, so we're still trying to figure out how we're going to get out there.
That's a hell of a distance.
Aye, it is. There's no way we're doing it without at least sled dogs, so might be at some point we're going to have to hit up Kerkonig. Got a lead on at least a place we could buy some sled and dogs from, but
Well,
that's expensive in itself.
we can look for get it, then come back here,
Mhm.
clear out the cave for them, use that money to buy us some dogs.
This might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, an entire team of sled dogs is gonna be pretty significant.
It's too bad we didn't have a bear.
Oh, yeah, it's...
See if you could trade in your sled bear for some sled dogs.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how many dogs we need, but it's $50 a dog, it says. And the sled...
Yeah, it is. It's 6 dogs to pull a sled.
Okay, so that's 300 gold right there, just for that. And I don't think the sled's bad. I think it was like...
Yeah, a sled doesn't.
I want to say it was like
A sled
100.
doesn't pull 5 people.
Yeah, you'd probably need to buy a pair of them at least.
Oh yeah, it's only 20 for a sled. So yeah, we're talking 640 if we're getting a pair of sleds for everything, for the dogs and the...
Holy shit.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, so it ain't...
And we have to feed them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Then we gotta buy rations for them and shit, which is... I mean... Well, we'll see. Maybe we can find like a caravan heading out there or something in Karen Koenig when we finally get there. But in the meantime, we'll worry about that when we get there. So let's hit the road and try to save Garrett before the undead make a meal of him,
Yes, sir.
or turn him into another undead.
So as you head back out and travel northeast along the bottom of the Dwarven Valley, after about an hour's worth of travel, you pass a similar entrance to what you had experienced entering the keep of Battlehammer Hold. You could see a switchback rising to what appears to be a cliff about 60 feet above, and the edges of a tunnel that could only be the entrance to the halls of black ice. And it's just kind of up there above you on the right-hand cliff face as you travel northward.
I think Rian will make note of it, just so he knows where it's at on the way back.
Making note of it. And let me bring you...
Enhance.
Let me grab my Kelvin's Cairn. What was that?
I said enhance because you did the...
Enhance.
Yep.
Enhance.
Just print the goddamn thing.
Give me the goddamn soap.
Yeah, just give me the goddamn
That's my
soap.
favorite.
Bite it, Rook. Make it
My
look like a dick.
favorite part. Just bites it and spits it back.
Yeah. You guys talk about shenanigans?
Let me bring you to the face of Kelvin's Cairn.
Ooh.
So it's a little sunnier here. Yes.
Oh, I see bones.
I see giant holes.
There's
That scares me.
bones on the
Yep.
ground.
I'm actually kind of... I mean, I'm scared,
me,
but glad about the bones, or the holes.
Let me get your "you are here" marker.
Yay.
As you approach the mountain, I want everyone to give me a survival
good.
check.
Yes, ma'am.
And since you
I'm
have
great at it.
Boy with you, I would like it with advantage.
Yay!
Yes.
I still rolled an 8.
Yeah, 19.
Man,
18.
Oh, poor
I
Grin.
know.
19, 23, 19, 18.
Luckily, I got the squad to carry me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
We're doing the James Brown thing and putting like a cape over him. I can't go on.
approaching the base of Kelvin's Cairn, Boy suddenly gets very, very excited as he seems to start to recognize some of the territory that you find yourselves in. He starts barking and racing ahead of you, bounding ahead in the snow, before stopping and twisting to sort of look back at you and urge you along. And he eventually leads you back to a pair of tents pitched in the snow near an icy outcropping that sort of acts as a natural windbreak at the foot of this cairn. Between the tents is an overturned sled, and you can hear, before you see them, 5 howling dogs, all of them still in the harnesses, save for the end of a harness, which is torn off,
Nice.
and sort of laying limp in the snow at the lead of the sled.
Now, where are we going to find that dog?
It's a mess.
The
It's a
5
mystery.
dogs, as they see the party, are barking very loudly, their calls echoing off the
Shh,
the
Dreamer,
stony face of the cairn.
Dreamer, shut
Karlak
them up.
doesn't like
Shut
this.
them
He's
up.
going to pull his shield and hammer out.
Nice.
He doesn't like the noise they're making, especially if they're supposed to be undead.
Dreamer, go calm them down or something.
What are you guys doing? You were about 30 feet away from these dogs who are yapping and barking and tugging at the sled, which, because it has turned over and the runners are no longer touching the ground, it's kind of wedged itself between some rocks, and they are essentially trapped there. Their harnesses all twisted and in a jumble.
Is Boy sort of close to me?
Boy is staying close to you, but he is kind of wagging his tail at the other side of the others.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Beast Bond on Boy again,
Alrighty.
and then I'm going to try to calm the dogs down.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Try to get them unstuck.
I will say, what are you doing to attempt to calm down these dogs?
I'll tell Boy, help me calm them down, and I will put my hands up and just come up to them and have a berry in my hand.
Okay. A lone berry, or...
Like, I'll put a berry in my hand for each one of these dogs.
Gotcha. So, that animal handling check, if you please. 20. Okay.
BAM!
Nice. Well done.
So as you approach, the dogs are sort of straining at the harness to get to you. And from their barking, which still hasn't ceased, you pick up that they're not aggressively barking. It's more by the wagging tails and the excitement in their voices that they're just excited to see people. You can see that the ends of their fur is frosty. You know, the tips of it, the hairs having frozen in the cold air overnight, in a way that Boy does not have. And as you approach, you can see just how each of them, even in their thick, shaggy coats, is shivering. And they very eagerly are almost jumping up on you to accept the good berry that you feed each one of them, kind of almost fighting amongst themselves for a bite. These are some very friendly but cold and miserable dogs.
Felgren's definitely keeping his eyes peeled. He does not trust that they are alone.
Yeah, he's Krellick's watching.
I think Rian, though, would probably try to help on... I don't even know, do we even want to get the cart free yet? Until we're ready to get the hell out of here? I'm just worried that if we need to get out of here quickly...
I think Soen should give a once-over inside the tents.
Hey, that's what Rian will do. He'll go check out the tents real fast.
Right. Now that you're closer,
Mhm.
as you peek into the tents, all you see are bedrolls. You know, obviously slept in. They're kind of tossed open, as if somebody had climbed out of bed and gotten dressed and, you know, headed out for the day. For those of you by the sled, for Dreamer, you can see that there are 2 crates that have been tied down to the sled that, you know, because it's been overturned, are definitely not helping make it any easier for these dogs to break themselves free. One of the crates has been gnawed open, and you can see ruined provisions inside. You know, it seems that the dogs have been eating the contents overnight. The second box, closer to the rear of the sled, is out of their reach, and still intact. For Felgren and Krellick, if you could give me a perception check, since you two stated you were kind of on watch.
Oh, yes. The most...
Yeah.
the most perceptive pair.
That is a 20 and a 3.
Good lord.
Oh no, a 7 and a 3.
No, 20 was the
Yeah,
a
sorry,
7
the
and a
20
3.
was Dreamer's animal handling, so 7 and 3. Everything looks fine.
Yep.
It
We're
is
completely safe, everybody.
cold,
Let down your guard.
windy, dusky day at the base of Kelvin's Cairn.
Put away your shield, Krellick, you're fine.
I think Krellick's gonna tap on that box that's been unopened, that crate that hasn't been touched.
It gives a bit of a hollow sound, but not as much as you would expect if it were empty. So there's definitely something inside.
Before the footprints are all, like, completely ruined by the group walking around, Tavini's trying to find any signs of, like, blood or footprints leading away from the camp, or just try and figure out, get, like, a vague idea of what's happened at this camp.
Roll me investigation.
Nope.
6. There seems to be no sign of, you know, blood or mess, any sort of struggle. Just seems that whoever was here, you know, packed up and started up the cairn expecting to perhaps be back down by nightfall, as far as nightfall is concerned in this place. However, Boy is lingering at the northeast end of the camp and seems to be looking anxiously up the cairn and then back towards the party, and then sits down in the snow to just kind of wait impatiently as dogs do.
Well, Krellick's gonna attempt to open up the crate and take a peek.
Alright. You're able to pry it open, and the dogs have quieted now. They are kind of yapping amidst themselves, but not the big booming barks to draw attention that you had before. A lot of energy in those animals. But as you pry open the crate, a couple of rations spill out. Some frozen strips of dried meat. You're not quite able to tell what type. It just seems to be a jerky, and then a couple of wax paper wrapped bundles with twine that you would recognize as just individually packed rations.
Well, I guess Krellick will take rations with him in case they find them.
Alright. You find
call.
enough rations to feed 4 people for 3 days.
Oh, nice.
So,
12
12 rations.
Hopefully it doesn't overload you, though, with Rations are heavy.
Rations are heavy.
Yeah, they are. So if you need to distribute them, let us know.
He's a strong boy.
He is. Yeah, they're 2 pounds apiece, so that's another 24 pounds to you.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do in the camp before you start your ascent?
Yeah, should we free the cart first? Just in case we got to make a quick getaway? I mean, the dogs seem like decent dogs. I think they'll, I don't think they're going to take off running.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of energy, but, they obviously were left here in the first place before it got overturned. Like, I think as long as I don't know. I guess I don't know. They've been laying out here forever. They might freak out and take off. Maybe it's best to leave them held up, because even if we do end up sprinting out of here running, only a few of us are going to be able to take a cart. The rest of us are going to have to just sprint down the mountain, so it doesn't change much. So, yeah, I say we just, unless someone's got a better idea, I say we start ascending the mountain.
Krellick's just gonna move the crate that they've been gnawing at closer to him, and then getting ready to go.
I know we're here for Garrus, but remember, Dragonbait had us looking for a friend of his up here to give his item to. Krellick, I think it's in your care, but hopefully, if he does live up here, maybe he can help us out.
Is there a blanket inside one of the tents?
There are 4 sort of abandoned bedrolls.
She's gonna feel a little bad about this, but she's gonna go over to one of the tents and grab out 2 blankets.
Alright.
And she's gonna go back to the dogs and then look up at Dreamer and be like, could you give these to the dogs? They seem cold.
Dreamer will grab the blankets from Davini
Uh-huh.
and go wrap the dogs up as best as he can,
Okay.
and then pull out his own blanket.
Are you adding
assist.
that to the dog pile as well?
Yeah, I feel like I'll offer his
That's sweet.
for leaving them here.
Sure, that's what their dad told them too.
Pilgrim.
Went out for cigarettes and never
He
came
doesn't
back.
like animals. Doesn't like leaving them out here, but it's better than setting them loose.
Yeah.
The dogs, as you were trying to put these blankets on them, they're just kind of like piling together and twisting and curious as dogs do, which is really difficult for them to manage as they're all still in their harnesses and the harnesses are all tangled up in one another. It's definitely going to be a chore trying to get them ready to pull a sled again. You have a difficult time actually covering the dogs, but as the blankets kind of get trampled underfoot and, wedged between them, one of them settles down atop one of the bedrolls and almost seems to sort of bury itself in it like a dog crawling into bed with somebody. And the others very hastily kind of like pile in around it in a nest of blankets and dogs.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. As adorable as this is, we should probably head up that mountain. Say, every minute might count for this fella.
Alright. So as you head up the mountain, the wind grows still stronger. Blowing snow, slippery ice makes the climb treacherous. You climb for about 30-40 minutes before in the dusk ahead you could see 4 small shapes perched on a large rock formation about 100 feet ahead of you. It's hard exactly to make out what they are. How do you approach?
4 things perched up. We could try stealthing up there, just to be safe if we see them.
Yeah, I think that's out of the question for Krellick.
It's worth a shot. Who knows? You might just roll like a boss.
Are you stealthing ahead?
I'll try.
Alright.
That or we just march up. Either way is fine by me.
Sure. Why
It's
not?
100 feet away, so whatever you want to do. What is the marching order as you go up? And, who wants to stealth, who doesn't? Are we doing a group stealth check? What is the approach here?
I don't see Krellick stealthing.
Gotcha. Okay, well then, yeah, there's
So
no point in stealthing then.
We'll do our markers for marching order.
Gotcha.
So, Rian ahead. So, who is behind Rian?
not it.
I mean, Kralik could either
don't everyone volunteer at once.
Kralik could either go right behind Rian, or he'll go at the end to make sure nothing comes up behind us.
Okay.
I think we're safe from up behind. I think you should be alright.
And who is after them?
Yeah, Felgren would be in the middle.
Alright.
Nice.
And Dreamer
He's
Tavini,
waiting for that one to go.
who's taking up the rear?
Dreamer will take up the rear.
Alright.
He's taller than everyone else. You can see over them.
So as you approach these 4 figures silhouetted in the dusk, you hear faintly, "Meh. Meh." There is the bleating of what, as you get closer and your dark vision kind of, creeps to the edge of these animals, a quartet of mountain goats.
Oh my goodness.
Sort of perched up on a rock formation. They are bleating loudly as the party grows closer. Out of reach of the road, the narrow path that you're climbing, but your path is going to take you right under them as you go. They just kind of...
I swear if these little assholes push us down the hill.
They're not moving, they're bleeding at you, standing their ground, seemingly out of reach and confident of that fact.
Okay. Yeah, because they're up above us, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to hop down to hit us. If we were on their level, they'd smack us. But, yeah, I'd say we push on. Rian will push on.
Alright.
Keeping an eye on them.
The goats continue to bleat until you are about 20 feet away from their rock formation, before one of them, the largest, turns and starts bounding up the rock face.
Oh, up. Okay,
yeah.
good.
The others linger for a moment, continuing to bleat, and then, realizing that one of them is gone, follow him up the mountain. And they stop about 40 feet above you and turn around and then just continue to bleat at the party.
Oh my god.
Very, very obstinate animals.
Yeah, this is going to be annoying.
Yes, it is.
Well, we got to keep pushing on. Hopefully Garrett's up here. So...
Kralik's just grinning.
Yeah.
The goat is his spirit animal.
Yes.
Obstinate animal. Nice.
Alright. You pass the mountain goats without incident, and they fade from sight behind you. You're walking for a few minutes longer past the sighting, when hundreds of feet up the mountain, you come to a glistening white expanse of packed snow. As you get about halfway across it, over the blowing winds at this height, you hear a loud crack from higher up the mountain, followed by a rumbling noise.
Oh boy.
As the ground starts to shake. There is an avalanche bearing down on you, and you could see the edges of the snow higher up the mountain face, about 500 feet above you, start to spill over towards the party. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh.
This will be initiative to not get caught by an avalanche.
Oof, not great.
I always forget where it is.
5 and a 4, Kralik.
Let's see if this...
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah!
You know what? We are going to do some cheese music here.
Is it Felgren's favorite song? Fuck this shit on
Don't
out?
worry, don't worry.
It is 22.
Don't worry, everyone. I'm fine.
Alright, the avalanche, 200 feet wide, starts spilling over the mountain towards you. I am going to need... Felgren, what are you doing? You're about, from the width of it, 100 feet away from either edge of it. Smack dab in the middle.
God, I guess I don't know where he would go.
You have the continuing path upward and the path down the way that you would come. The way that this thing is going to come pouring off the mountain, you are about 100 feet in either direction from safety. So it's really a determination of whether you want to dash up or whether you want to dash down, or whether you want to try and stay where you are and hope it just flows over you.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's not like an angled, like, shootout type thing. I think it's like coming straight down at us type thing. Like,
He's got it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what my initiative can really do to avoid that.
Other than go first and run. Yeah.
And hope that you're fast enough.
I mean, sure. I guess he'd go up.
Alright. Just a regular move, we dash in. What is the,
As a free action, I think Rhiannon's like, run!
Yes. He's going to dash.
Alright.
But to...
If only he had hit 4 and got that Misty Step.
I have Misty Step, I was going to say.
Oh, shit!
So he's going to start off his movement first by Misty Stepping 30 feet up
Alright.
and then dashing.
Alright. So as you
Fuck yeah.
ascend further up Kelvin's cairn, and you could see the edge of the avalanche that is starting to spill over about 500 feet above you. You're very, very near to safety climbing up. So if it doesn't reach you, you should be in the clear.
Yeah, I think he would just kind of like step off the side of like a little ledge and then just mist just envelops him and he's gone.
So the way that you guys are organized on the map here is more just an indication of marching order, not necessarily where on this mountain point you are. So Tavini, 100 feet up, 100 feet down, avalanche 500 feet above coming pouring over the sides towards you. What are you doing?
Putting her lantern away and grabbing onto Dreamer.
Alrighty.
Her lantern is going into her backpack, and she's closing her backpack very tightly, and then she's just gonna grab onto Dreamer like, Dreamer! And wherever he goes, she goes.
Alright, smart. Climbing up onto him or just holding onto him?
Just holding onto him. That was her initial reaction of just, ah!
Nice.
Alright. Dreamer, what are you doing? As Tavini grabs hold of you and the mountain above starts to rumble and fall.
I just realized, oh, no, Krellick is fucked. Oh, shit.
How fast is that coming down? Do we have a round to... Can I tell?
From what you can tell, as you are standing there staring up at it, it has descended easily about 300 feet towards you.
And it was only 500 feet up.
Yes.
Jesus. Oh, yeah, we got one round to get fucking away. Holy shit.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Since... Oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just Misty Step.
I would if I had
If
one.
I had one!
All I can think of is your transformation's a bonus action. Oh, you're not fucking Circle
No.
of the Moon. Shit.
Yep.
I was gonna say, if you could just do that, just fucking turn into like a wolf and run. It's 40 feet, man. But no. Shit.
Shoot, it's faster for me to just grab Tavini and
Sprint.
dash.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'm at the back, so I'm going down.
Okay.
I mean, she did say we're technically all at the same point. Like, we're all, like,
but,
at...
you know, if you're at the rear, if that's your choice there.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, dashing back down the hill as this thing is now bearing down on top of you. Rian, as it gets to your turn, Miri, that tail around your neck, because she is currently perched again on your shoulder, is practically a stranglehold. And she is gripping your ear tight enough for you to almost feel pricks of blood, and her little voice is shrieking in terror in your ear, essentially.
Yeah, like, hold on, no! And she strangles me. Fuck. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Ugh. Okay. I don't think we can make it.
Flee, you fool!
I know, but you're gonna die. You only have, don't you have 25 feet of space, or do you have 30?
I have 25.
Yeah, you have 25. There's no fucking way you're getting out of there. The only thing I can think to do is fucking jump off this cliff with you and feather fall.
Huh?
Well, I had a different idea.
Okay, you got an idea?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work, but...
Let's hear this idea.
Yeah, pitch it to me.
I just planned to sprint, and then once he pushed himself to his limit, just action surge and sprint again.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, you're fine. I'm fucked. Okay, I am. Okay, I got an idea. I'm going to hold my turn for Krellick to go. So, sprint, boy, sprint.
Okay, he's gonna sprint, and then once he feels like he can't go any further, he's just gonna reach down and sprint some more.
All right.
Okay, so that lets you go 75 feet, right?
However,
Yeah, because you
essentially
get
I
to
can
do...
dash twice.
Yeah, so that's 25, 25, 25. So you got 75 feet along the way, right?
Huh? No, it's
Wouldn't that be
what
it's
he just
double
ran?
his
Yeah.
speed twice.
No, because he has his regular move, and then action surge is a dash action, and then
can
he has his
take-
regular dash action.
You can
Yeah.
take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus
Yeah,
action.
so a dash is double your speed, right?
Yep.
And then he would do that again, so double the speed twice.
No, a dash, it isn't double your speed. A dash is just a addition. It's your movement again. So it's not like a dash is 50 feet. Otherwise, you'd be able to move and then do a dash and do another.
No, that's what I meant. Like it's your movement.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
your movement just doubled.
But yeah, I don't think as an action he can do another, like, movement and action. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he can do... Because
You
it's
could
like
do-
your movement and then your dash is your action on top of it. So to do action surge, I think that action is, like, the 25 of the dash, not the move and the dash again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Alright.
so 75. So that's actually perfect. So he runs 75 up the hill. Rian sprints. Wait a minute. Is the dash isn't part of your is that bonus or is that just that's action?
Dash
action, right?
is an
Okay.
action.
So Rian is going to sprint or dash, run dash his 60 feet up, and then he's going to cast Gust on Krellick to try to push him another 5 feet along.
Is
It's a
Gust,
cantrip. Oh, it's not a
uh-oh.
bonus action. This is the cantrip. I'm an idiot.
It's not a
I
Okay,
bonus
also
either
don't
way,
think
it
it's
was-
strong enough. He's so
Yeah, it says.
heavy.
It says one medium or smaller
Okay.
creature that you choose must succeed a strength throw or be pushed 5 feet
That's
from you.
funny.
So that's what I was gonna try to do. So fuck it. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, the good news is if I don't make it, I do have Featherfall. I'll probably be buried, but I won't get crushed. So
Alrighty.
maybe.
I
We'll
would
see.
say you can try to toss Miri.
So, Rian and Krellick have both dashed. Felgrin, you are 10 feet from the edge of this oncoming snowfall that is now just 200 feet above you. What are you doing?
So, is there like clearly a place where he thinks he'll be safe?
Yes, about 20 feet away from you, there is a very big boulder that is part of the mountain's face, that if you could just get behind it, that snow would just go flowing past you.
Jeez.
So just get there and do what you can afterwards. If there's any spells you got, that's great. But if not, be safe first.
All right. So, first of all, he's moving to that spot. Just period. That's
Smart.
the first thing
Alright.
he's gonna do. God, I don't have. Yeah,
So
I
that's
don't
20
have
feet
much
of movement.
in the way of spells that can help you.
I don't think so. Which is perfectly fine.
So,
Just
I guess the only thing I can think of is using shape water to kind of blast a bit of a path, maybe, like move some kind of loose snow out of the way to make it easier to traverse. That's all I got.
oh, that would have been smart. Fuck. If instead the other way, if we had iced the ground, we could have fucking slid down the hill the other way.
So he would.
Well, it's about 5
Yeah, it's
square
not a
feet.
lot.
Oh, that's
that
right. You can only do 5 feet, yeah.
Effect.
But I mean, it's better than nothing. So
Yeah.
I guess you would try to clear a bit of the path as they're running.
All right. Because this is not liquid water, to humor me, give me a
Okay.
spellcasting check. Use your charisma there with proficiency.
So just like a charisma check. Yeah.
22. All right.
Nice.
So, reaching down into those wild roots in your blood, you motion towards the snow and sweep it aside, and Krellick, Rian, you watch as above you, Felgrin, with a gesture, is causing a lot of the snow that is on the path ahead of you to already start its own tumble down the mountainside to his right as he is facing you. There's now bare stonework.
Well, hurry up! Don't die!
A little bit of easier footing. Alright, Tavini. Still just huddled in Dreamer?
Yeah, there's not really anything that she can do right now. She can do stuff afterwards, but right now, her whole thing is just hold on tight to Dreamer. And keep an eye on where everyone is going so she knows where they are when this thing hits.
Dreamer, taking another dash?
Yeah.
Alright. So with another 60 feet, you are out from under the leading edge of that avalanche, which now, continuing to flow down the mountain. Krellick, Rian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need something from
Okay.
you. I am going to need a strength saving throw.
Krellick, you got this, bud.
Please. Get this.
Okay, alright.
16.
It's not bad.
Alright.
12.
12. Okay.
Please be DC 10.
Oh my god,
Hold on.
why are
That
you rolling
wasn't him.
3?
That wasn't him rolling. That was me. That was me rolling. Highlighted you. So,
Please.
Krellick, you take 5 points bludgeoning damage. Rian, you take 10
Oof.
points bludgeoning damage as both of you are swept off your feet by the power of this thing and carried with it as it continues down the mountain. Carries you now 100 feet below where the party was as you are tumbling end over end and the world just becomes white. Rian, you could feel that small draconian body just clinging onto you as you tumble. You are both blinded and restrained while you are in the grips of this thing heading down the mountain.
Oh, shit.
No.
So that is now your turn, Rian.
1 second. Nice. Restrained creature, speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from enemy's bonus to speed. Attack rolls against creatures have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay, cool. So the only thing I can think to do is as we're tumbling down the mountain is, and I don't know if it's going to do any good, but Rian is instinctively going to yell out Nasir Wilg and cast Featherfall on me and Krellick. Yeah, choose up to 5 creatures within range. Okay, so on me and Krellick, and
Do you have to be able to see him?
choose up to 5 creatures. It just says falling creatures within range. A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until spell ends. It doesn't say I have to see him, but
No, okay.
Okay.
Then you're good.
so yeah.
You feel you're still being carried along by this avalanche as it tumbles, but you are feeling a bit of resistance now. It's strange, you're almost buoyant in the snow as it continues to propel you down the mountain. Krellick, is there anything that you want to do
I don't
for
think
this?
there's anything he can do.
Say a prayer.
It's like a little prayer down in the snow.
We'll say, yeah, you're in a pretty tough spot.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
If you want to, because until this thing reaches a place where it comes to a stop and you stop along with it, while you're caught in the grips of it, you are going to be taking that 1d10 bludgeoning. But if you prepare a dodge action, weird as that is, you could potentially have that and have it again if you make the save.
Then he's just he knows he's not getting out of it, so he's just gonna try to brace the best he can as he rolls.
Brace for impact.
Alrighty. Felgrin, you watch as the leading edge of this avalanche, Rian and Krellick are just feet away from you when it comes sweeping over them, and you can see their heads bobbing in the snow, and then they disappear out of sight in a flurry of snow particles that almost blind you, being so close to it, but you are not caught within it. What are you doing?
Is he see Dreamer?
You cannot see Dreamer or Tabini. You are alone, further up the mountain here while two of your party mates are
There's
pulled down.
literally no spell in his arsenal that can help you. I'm sorry.
Fireball!
Yeah, just fireball you. Yes,
Firebolt the snow.
Felgrin uses vicious mockery on Rian.
Nice.
Why'd
Just put me out of my
you
misery.
fall, dummy?
I will say he's
Yeah,
more than
alright.
60 feet away.
I mean,
But your insult, I imagine, would hurt.
He's
at
just
a
gotta-
top level.
I knew he was doing
he's
it.
just gotta hope that they're okay, and he's gotta focus on hopefully helping Dreamer and Tavini make it to him. So he's gonna wait and defer until he can see them.
Okay. Tavini, as you are clinging to Dreamer, sort of looking back up the slope where you see Rian and Krellick, you watch as they are overtaken by the avalanche and swept over the edge of the mountain, pouring down with the leading edge of this avalanche.
Tavini is just... Is it going to hit them as well? Dreamer and Tavini?
No, you guys are out from under the leading edge. And sorry, if you hear me giggling, it's because I look in our chat and I see the gift that Dane's posted. I'm not giggling at your plight. I'm giggling at the goddamn... I need to not do that. Continue, if you would please, Dagny.
Tavini is just... There's nothing she can do. She's just gonna hang out, wait, and just try
Just get those cure wounds ready.
to figure out where they're going to land. Like, just watch and hope that she sees either one of them.
If those goats
Alright.
cause
Watching
that
very,
avalanche.
very, very
they
closely
did.
for Krellick and Rian.
Okay. Dreamer, what are you doing? Now that you're out from the leading edge of it, you could see that the avalanche, it's only about 200 feet wide, is just going to spill right past you and Tavini.
Let me check here. I need some speed.
You have a need for speed?
I have a need for speed.
Too fast. Too furious.
I am going to shift Tavini to my back, and I'm going to wild shape into an elk.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Didn't want to be a goat, huh?
No.
Alright. So, Tavini, Dreamer shifts you onto his back, and you're no longer facing backwards to see what the others are doing and the progression of this avalanche. But underneath you, he suddenly shifts, those front arms sort of extending outward, his body growing longer in the torso, his neck growing longer, his face growing longer. And near where on a human there would be ears, two antennae start to extend and branch out
Knew it. He was
into
an alien all along.
a mechanical elk with lots of wooden parts, clockwork going on. Bit of an anamorph here.
Nice.
Except for mechanical, so I guess more of a transformer.
She would be so fascinated if she wasn't so terrified for their companions.
Dreamer, you make a surprisingly elegant clockwork elk.
And an elk has 50 feet of movement speed.
Nice.
And I am going down the mountain.
Alright. Racing parallel along the edge of the avalanche?
Yep, I'm
or...
keeping an eye on the avalanche, see if our companions show up.
Alright. Rian and Krellick, you are carried another 300 feet down the mountain as this thing continues to spill. I need both of you to again give me those strength saving throws.
13 failed.
4.
That's okay. You both take 3
thank
bludgeoning
God.
damage.
I think that's not
And-
max damage again.
Rian, I am going to need a strength saving throw from Miri as well.
No. Okay. It's understandable. Boop. And saving throw.
And actually, I should get 2 from her because we didn't do one last round.
Strength saving throw. Normal. 15 and 15.
Alright. So she takes a total of, let's see, 5, Took 7
Yes.
damage from the 2 bludgeonings here.
Okay, good. That makes me happy. Sort of, kind of.
I'm also gonna need an athletics check from her.
Okie dokie. She's so tired.
Sorry for this. She's so tired. Well, she's also tiny and she's also
21.
holding on to you.
Woo!
Alright. She is still gripped
Probably
to your shoulder.
painfully.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
very painfully, like it actually, claws in your ear. You could feel it bleeding, and it would probably be distressing if you weren't already in a distressing
Should've
situation.
done what Krellick said and tossed her the rest of the way.
But you gradually feel yourself tumble to a stop, and you can feel more snow piling on over the top of you as this avalanche comes to a halt. And those of you above can see the snow now settling at the base of Kelvin's cairn, a couple hundred feet below. And it is just a white blanket. You are unable to see Krellick and Rian.
Oof.
Both of you, entombed in snow, blinded and restrained. I am going to need a additional strength saving throw from you, Rian. And another from
Fucking
Krellick.
6! Holy shit!
Alright, so that is 1 failure.
19.
Alright, that is 1 success. Krellick, as the snow settles, your muscles, you are just, for as old as you are like corded steel. And you manage to claw your way up through the snow to dig yourself free. And your head bursts above the
Nice.
snow. And those of you above can see a red-haired dwarf, the rest of him utterly submerged in snow, now reaching
At that
the
point,
surface.
Felgren is sprinting after Dreamers. Hold on, you're so fast.
Alright. We're out of, we'll still in combat order at least for Rian's sake.
Thanks, everybody.
But what are the
I
rest of
think
you doing?
Krellick's just gonna start calling out for him. Because he knows he's got caught in it too.
Alright. Give me a investigation check.
You're
It's
fucked.
really good.
Four.
It's really cold in here.
Four?
Yeah.
You're just atop of this blank field of white. It's very large, and there is no sign of him.
He starts whittling across
you know
instead.
that he's somewhere below you. You're just not sure where.
Well, he's gone forever.
Yeah, might as well give up. And say, at least blacksmiths can forge me a nice tombstone.
True.
Tavini, beside you, seemingly having followed Dreamer down, Boy is bounding alongside the elk, tail between his legs as he, fled the avalanche behind the pair of
He's
you.
not a Saint Bernard, is he?
Husky.
Damn it.
But what are you doing, Tavini? You and Dreamer are currently about 200 feet or so from the base of the mountain where the avalanche came to a stop.
She's pulling out her lantern now that she can't hear the avalanche anymore, and she's just opening it up and having a look because she can't see anything.
Alright, and there is a beam of lantern light now splitting the night, falling across that snow. Not quite reaching Krellick, but Krellick, you can certainly see it descending very quickly down the slope. Dreamer, what about, I take it you're still just heading for
Nyom.
where they fell? Nearum. Rian, I am going to need another strength saving throw.
Come on, baby.
Sorry, I should say athletics check.
Oh, athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normal.
That's even worse. Fucking
Well.
9.
Second fail. You are still restrained by the snow, blinded.
Since my first one was a strength, can I roll an athletics instead?
No.
Even
Die.
with the +2 on that one.
Yeah, I know.
And Miri is still on your shoulder. I would like a save, or both athletics checks from her too.
Gotcha.
Bad
Oh,
rolls,
shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's 2 failures from your little girl too. All right, Krellick, Are you still searching for him? Is there something else you're trying?
I think Krellick's gonna just take his shield and use it as a shovel and just try to muscle as much snow away as he can. Try and find him.
Okay. For the sake of this, give me an athletic check. Let's just see.
He clears the entire
11.
base of the mountain.
11. You are just hurling snow, and it's very soft powder since it came loose. And you're able to fling a lot of it away. You're still not finding him.
I rolled a 5.
Felgrin, still racing down, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all he can really do. Yeah, that's all he can really do. He has to be within range to cast any spells. So,
Yeah, that 200 feet thing is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, this is pressing, so he is going to Misty Step and dash. So that'll get him 90 feet.
Alrighty. A Dreamer. The dash brings you now to the edge of the icy field with Tavini on your back. So that is your action to carry you there. But Tavini, you're now able to join the search.
Just need a fucking success.
I have an idea, but the problem is it's dangerous, and I don't think she's quite at that level that she wants to do dangerous things.
Pretty dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
Yeah, she has a spell that doesn't have to see the target to hit it, but it does 4d6 damage. It's like, nope.
Ooh.
No.
Oh shit, you can do guiding bolt on me to try to find me?
Seems like a bad idea.
What is it, 4d6?
But it has 100. Do it. 4d6 radiant damage. Yeah, it's like, ugh. But
I can only take 3d6 without going down.
yeah, no, she's not doing that.
You'd still find me, it'd knock me out. If I failed this strength checks, I think I'd get fucking knocked out anyways.
Be glowing like a beacon.
Yeah. Maybe it'll just zip a hole straight
What
to
are
it.
you what are you doing, Tavini?
If she casts a spell on something within range, does she have some idea of where that thing is within range?
So, Guiding Bolt.
Well, not Guiding Bolt, Sanctuary.
Yeah, I think she's trying to just cast a spell and see if it, like...
Does Sanctuary require you to see the target?
You ward a creature within range against attack. It doesn't say you see it.
I would allow it because it's your magic. So yes, you would certainly have an idea.
Huh. Way to
Alright,
think outside the box.
She will try to get to the middle, like, if she's still... Dreamer and Tavini are going towards the middle of the avalanche. And...
Yeah, he's just reached the edge of it, so you climbing down from his back would be able to move your full movement into the snowpack there towards Krellick.
Yeah, she's just going to, like, snowshoe her way across to Krellick and then go, I really hope that this works. And she grabs her symbol and closes her eyes and then just holds out her other hand and whispers a prayer of protection and sanctuary at the snow, hoping that something below the snow is within range.
Alright. Krellick, you watch as Tavini grasps that symbol to Moradin, the god of the forge, and it gives off this very warm glow, and almost faintly carried on the wind. You can hear Moradin himself working at his anvil, a distant clank of metal on metal. And the sound draws you to about 40 feet away. There's a patch of snow that looks completely the same to everything else there. But Tavini, you can sense your spell taking hold about 40 feet away from you and down.
It only has a 30-foot range.
Oh, it only is... Alright, well.
Never
My
mind.
apologies.
You got no idea where I am.
The edge... Sorry, I should say the edge of the spell.
So, he's how far away? 40 feet?
30.
30. 30.
Fuck. I can't make it to him.
31 feet
I
away.
did not have a specific distance in mind. I forgot that Sanctuary is only 30 feet, but yes, burning a spell would be enough to find him in this situation.
I can't imagine this is insta-death. If I had to guess, I don't know the rules to this, and I've tried not to look them up because even though it's freaking me the fuck out. I would have to imagine that after, if I get like 3 failed strength checks or something, I go unconscious and probably start suffocating or something like that. Like, kind of like underwater type deal. So, like...
since that spell has happened and you've moved, I am going to need another athletics check from Miri and Rian.
Okay, here we go.
Just roll well for the dragon.
18!
18.
DC 20.
And...
Yeah? And don't do that to me. Don't.
And then...
Come on, Miri. 10. Oh, Miri.
Alright. So, Rian, you...
Yeah?
Finally! This soft, powdery snow. Every time you've tried to move before, just your body's movements seems to have packed it in around you to where it makes it very, very difficult to struggle. Like, the harder you struggle, the more the snow packs in around you, and you sink into it. And you finally get enough of a purchase on the ground beneath the avalanche's very soft snow cover to sort of start pushing yourself up, and you claw your way towards the surface. And Krellick and Tavini, in the light of that lantern, you can see a head burst from the snow about 30 feet away. 30 feet away. And
Yes,
hear
30
the
feet.
gasp of breath as Rian appears. Rian, your ear hurts like hell, but there is no dragon on your shoulder.
He just starts... Yeah, if he realizes it, he'll just scream like, "Hey!" And he'll just start digging as hard as he can.
Fuck. And Krellick's gonna head down there.
Same with Tavini.
Alright. So
He's gonna start digging.
the 3 of you working together as, Felgren's still working his way down the mountain, and Dreamer, you're also able to join in on this. But working together, the team, after about a minute, you're pulling snow away, and like, is she here? Is she here? She's gotta be here, she's gotta be here. And under your hand, Krellick, as you sweep some of the snow away, you see the flat plain of a bronze dragon's wing, covered in snow, struggling weakly in the ice to sort of flap herself free, as you find the edge of Kespek Mirik.
I think Krellick's gonna try to find her body and scoop her up out of the snow as quickly as possible.
And as you do, she...
Oh.
It's okay. And Krellick, I think, is gonna hand her to Rian.
Yeah, Rian's gonna just like
Krellick's
rush over.
probably
and,
about ready to pass out.
Yeah, Rian will rush over real fast and just snag her as quick as possible and hold her tight. Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. It's okay. You're okay. You're okay.
She is shivering against you, and and you've watched, she doesn't feel cold the way that other creatures do.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting, in your mind, the back of your mind, that connection that you guys have, just feeling the overwhelming fear that was in her in that moment.
Yeah. I pull her inside my coat, and just kind of rock her and just be like, it's okay, we're safe now, we're safe.
I think Krellick's gonna try to wave to Felgren.
Is she dead?
Kind of signal him that we...
Fucking asshole. You're such a fucking asshole.
He has no idea this heartwarming scene is happening. No clue.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Why isn't
Dreamer,
anyone answering? Okay, go on.
from your elevated
Cast
position,
Witch Bolt.
as an elk still, kind of looking over the mess that the avalanche has made, you see, about 60 feet away from you, a quartet of legs sticking almost straight up from the snow, struggling.
Yeah.
Let them die.
I'll look over at Felgren and just let out a bellow.
What? What am I supposed to
What I
do with
will ask-
that?
Does it sound like a standard elk call, like, you know, that trumpet that they have, or does it sound like a car horn or something?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Ooga.
It's like, ha 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 ha.
What does your elk sound like?
It sounds like a car horn.
That's.
I think Felgren just kind of. I think his eyes just widen. He's like, huh?
Yeah. Are we talking like smart car or like truck horn
Probably like
or
Oldsmobile.
like? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you're doing like old school like Aruga, like the like the
No.
fucking-
Oh,
like a Model T one.
fine. Felgren will walk over, grab the legs, and yank.
And you find yourself helping to its feet a very startled, dazed goat
Oh,
that immediately sort of turns itself upright and goes bounding away from you. It stops about 60 feet away, turns around, and
He'll repeat the process with the other three.
yeah, so in that same patch of snow, you're kind of, working, scooping snow out of the way, and you're finding, eventually 4 goats also buried in the avalanche. All of them, very dazed. They were under the snow a bit longer than, Miri even was. But they seem okay, very battered from coming down the mountain. And they kind of, bound away as far as they can from the party before just kind of collapsing on their sides together as a small herd and just panting with exhaustion.
Lucky I don't eat you.
So are we starting back up the mountain?